and welcome everyone. Today is the 2nd of January 2015. Oh my word, so we're in the future now. Not bad, not bad. Hope you had a good Christmas, and well, this is the first review, look back in the new year, and it's the last week of December. Hope that made sense. Well, anyway, if it didn't, well, tough. What games have we looked at this week? Well, 2 Spectrum games, 1 Commodore Amiga, a Game Boy Advance, and a partridge in a pear tree. Or a PlayStation 3, one of those. So the first game we looked at was Batman on the ZX Spectrum by Ocean in 1986. This is a 3D isometric affair in the vein of Night Law and the Ultimate games. Ocean also produced Head Over Heels shortly after this one. But this is Batman. You can't go wrong with Batman, can you? Or can you? This game is okay, I don't mind it. Batman looks a bit like the Adam West version from the 60s. Doesn't look like the modern day versions there at all. It looks a bit of like a haphazard character. Now in this game the writers have said that the Riddler and the Joker do not appear because he's too recognisable to Batman. Seems like a little bit of an excuse to me. I think this game might have been something else, then they got the Batman license at the end, because none of the enemies are anything to do with Batman whatsoever. But a few good puzzles on this. It's quite a cute game. You have to collect certain items, solve puzzles, but the idea is to collect 6 parts or 8 parts or 7 parts, I forgot, another Batcraft, then rescue Robin that's been kidnapped. I've never completed it, but the game's okay. There's a few other Batman games on the Spectrum as well that people have told me about in the comments, so we'll probably come to those as well at some later stage in the year. Next game, and I do apologise for this one, is Double Dragon 2 The Revenge, released in 1989 by Virgin Mastertronic. This is the 48K version I reviewed, and it's an absolute pig. Double Dragon 1 was okay, although it's not a game that I would go back to. I did admire what they did with 48K. So Double Dragon 2, I thought they might have learned how to program when making more use of the memory as well, try and extend it. May have learned something there. But this game is absolutely terrible. It's almost as if they was off to an okay start, then gradually started running out of memory. Now level 0, as it's called, you have to rescue Marion from the Black Warriors again. Level 0 is quite a long one. It's not, well, it's terrible again, but you think it'll go better from there, but the levels just get shorter and shorter. It's all in black and white. The animation is poor, and the screen is sort of like on a letterbox, not using the full screen. I have looked at the 128K version, although it's slightly better, not much. It's an absolute disaster area, so I don't know what they was thinking. Not an accurate representation of the arcades at all. I completed it in around about 9 minutes, and that, my gameplay, that's terrible. Some of the bosses took one hit that were down, lasted literally about 20 seconds, if that. An absolute terrible game. I'm quite looking forward to reviewing Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone, to see how that does on the Spectrum. But yeah, it could be another disaster. I don't know how they got away with that game at all, really. But moving on to hopefully a better game on the Commodore Amiga, also from 1989, so bearing in mind these 2 games were released in the same year. It's Battle Squadron by Enterprise Software. Now this game's really good. It's a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up, which has been a bit off my radar really. It's colourful, it's fast for 1 or 2 players. I still prefer Xenon 2 slightly. A lot of people say Xenon 2 is overrated, but the music for me alone and the graphics sell it completely. But Battle Squadron's right up there, it's a contender. I actually prefer it now, and I've played it a few times, than Silkworm 4. It's a great game, Battle Squadron. I will be going back to that one. Various different levels. You're versus aliens again, as you would expect. You've got to rescue a couple of commanders that have been trapped between enemy lines. It's the Braxian Empire. Just kill as many as you can, go as far as you can. Very difficult, but I say that all with vertical scrolling shoot 'em ups. That's just my style. I played this one with a bit of a cheat mode on to get a bit further, so have a look at that. I don't know how many levels there are of this game or how long it takes to complete, but it has to be held with warm regard in terms of historic value, in retro value, so a very good game. If you've got a Commodore Amiga or even an emulator, try and get hold of that one. It's called a Battle Squadron. Where do we come to next? I think we go to Game Boy Advance territory. A driving game this time. Haven't brought many driving games recently. Formula 1 or F1 2002. published by EA Sports with the help of Magic Pockets to do the conversion. This game came out on a number of other systems as well, most notably the PC, and I think it may have made it to the PlayStation. A bit of a mismatch. It's sort of like arcade meets simulation. I think it's aiming at simulation for an arcade. No, for a handheld, the arcade is unmistakable. Game Boy Advance is 32-bit, while Amiga beforehand was 16-bit. Not much of an advancement, but I do like this game. Some people don't like it. I quite like this one. Handles quite well. The graphics are there. Takes a while to get used to. My only one gripe of it, of course, the variety of the crashes are very minimal. It's very easy to spin 360 degrees with the car. You take a corner too fast, or you crash into 5 cars at the same time. You just do that same 360 degree spin. So the realism isn't really there, but all 17 race courses of that championship are, well, I say accurately recreated. They're there. I'm not sure the tracks are that accurate. It's got a corner when there's a corner, but I'm not sure it's the right angle. Monaco is lacking the tunnel, which is a bit of a disappointment there, but the game itself holds up well for a handheld. I do like that one, and I probably will be coming back to it. As I say, takes a little bit getting used to. There's an easy mode, it's a little bit too easy, and a difficult mode is a little bit too difficult, so maybe they needed somewhere in between. But released in 2003, that one, F1 2002, so it is a good game, I think, well polished there. Graphics maybe could have been a bit better, but it travels at a hell of a lick, and that's what you need for a driving game. As soon as you've got the speed, then you're just building around it, really. So a good one. And the last game we come to on our trek through the pinball tables of the Pinball Arcade. On the PlayStation 3, I looked at Theatre of Magic, which is one of the original tables provided with the game on release in 2012 by Farsight Studios. Based on the table from 1995, the real-life table called Theatre of Magic. Very Victorian feel to this one, bit of a curiosity shop, maybe a circus. You have to complete a number of missions, levitating woman, hat magic, so pretty much old school this. 3 ramps, locking the ball there for the central spinner. But this is good, it's very atmospheric, dynamic music, great speech, quite a lot to do there. So yeah, if you're looking at an entry into pinball games, the Pinball Arcade is a good way to go. Provides you with 4 tables, which we will be looking at all of them. Already looked at Tales of the Arabian Nights, which is a classic. We'll be coming also to the Black Hole, which is a good one, although a very old table, that one. And also the other table, which I can't quite remember. What's that other table on there? We got Theatre of Magic, the Black Hole. Or anyway, oh yeah, Ripley's Believe It or Not. That was a bit of luck. This review could have gone on for ages. So there we go. So those are the 5 tables we looked at this week. So we're heading into 2015. Hopefully I should be bringing you more videos going ahead. Keep that up, although it is a bit time consuming. Tomb Raider Blundering has been a bit off the radar for a bit, because coming up to Christmas my time was limited. So hopefully we'll pick that back up. 3 more levels to go on that one, and then it's completed. That'd be pretty exciting if I can do that one. So thanks for watching the videos as always. Keep that up. Comment below, always appreciated. Until next time then, goodbye.
Goodbye.